Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, MBC Lifestyles Diary. My name is Marie, I live in New York, and I love traveling, cooking and entertaining, fashion and cultural events, and I'm asking you to join me on the adventure. I'm in Iceland. The final leg of the trip means I'm heading home. For those of you who are new, we traveled on a 12-day cruise from Miami, Florida to Barcelona, Spain, transatlantic cruise. So we flew from New York to Miami, spent 2 days in Miami, then from Miami boarded a ship, crossed the Atlantic, and stopped in Malaga, Valencia, and disembarked in Barcelona. So the purpose of the transatlantic cruise was to completely disconnect and de-stress and just have nothing to do. It was a perfect little bubble, totally de-stressed, totally enjoyed it. Got to Malaga, went sightseeing, Valencia, more sightseeing, and disembarked in Barcelona, where we spent 4 days. And we went to the Corner Hotel, which was wonderful. That's the #1 best hotel of the trip. And we were within walking distance of everything, and we did the 4 days in Barcelona. And then we took a train from Barcelona to Paris, where we got to see the countryside, and landed in Paris and stayed at a hotel called Hotel de Seine. And we got to Paris when they were having a garbage strike in protest of Macron increasing the retirement age to 64. That was interesting in that I'd never seen the streets of Paris with the garbage. But besides that, everything was open and it was Paris. The Hotel de Seine, I felt that the staff made a really tremendous effort, but my room was very small, especially coming from the Corner Hotel. But the location of the hotel was excellent. It was the biggest selling point, and we enjoyed it there. Then we boarded Icelandic Air, which had a special that you could add a 2-day or 3-day stopover in Iceland before you return to New York, which is what we did. So we flew from Paris to Iceland, got off, and are staying at this hotel called Midgardur. I don't speak Icelandic, so it will be written out for you, in the city center. I really liked this hotel. I loved all the windows that let in the light and showed you this wonderful view of Reykjavik. And this is the capital city of Iceland, where 36% of the population lives. And Iceland is one of the smallest island nations in the Nordic hemisphere. Here we are at the church that is the tallest building in Iceland and has become a symbol of Iceland. It stands at 74.5 meters tall, and it is among the tallest structure in the country. It is a Lutheran parish church of Reykjavik. And also it has a beautiful statue of the founding member. Iceland is Lutheran because they were under the control of Denmark, and allegedly this was forced upon them. It's a Gothic revival architecture, and it opened in October 26, 1986. Iceland is known as the land of fire and ice because the landscape that you're looking at is lava, and the glaciers in the distance. It feels otherworldly, and it's stunningly beautiful. It's known for the northern lights and also for the natural geysers and hot springs. And it's really eco-tourism, I would call it. People come here for the nature, for the stunning beauty of this land. And here we are making a preliminary run to the place that is supposed to be the best spot to view the northern lights in Reykjavik. They want you to get away from the city lights and out into nature. So we drove out there, and my husband just kept saying he feels like he's on another planet because this landscape is so unfamiliar to him. But it's mesmerizing. The only thing that's truly familiar is water. It's the ocean. And I keep remembering like the smell. It's just so crisp, so fresh, in a way that I never encountered before, especially being from New York City. So as I said, it's known for geysers, and there's constant eruptions in Iceland, in the island itself. But as I said, that doesn't stop everybody from coming out and participating. Tourism has grown tremendously, especially since Iceland has put such a big push on tourism. But the country wasn't doing badly. They became quite prosperous after World War II and fared very well with the help of the Marshall Plan. The country was said to be established in 874 and, of course, founded by Vikings. So it's actually very nice outside as long as the wind's not blowing, and the wind is constantly blowing. And do you hear the force of that wind? So you're looking at this landscape and the wind is whipping around you. And we were there during really nice weather in Iceland. So yeah, I quickly realized that as much as I love this nature and as beautiful as it is, I'm not a winter type of girl. That wind was beating me down, and I felt the best place to enjoy this is from the warmth and comfort of my car. But even with that, I thought it was beautiful, and I was picking out my house because here it is with these beautiful sculptures. My cousin Maggie was like, this looks like an alien planet and these people look like aliens. So I took a picture of those sculptures for her. But the house is gorgeous, and the emphasis on windows, on letting light in. But it speaks to the nature of being there because it's also the land of no sun. So people optimize when they do have it. So it's also March, and it was known as winter because they claim only two seasons, winter and summer. And I think I wouldn't be able to handle their summer either. But look at that. That is gorgeous, and that does make you feel insignificant. And the beauty, as I said, just can't be captured. The gleaming steel sculpture on Reykjavik's splendid waterfront that resembles a Viking longship is the Solfar, or the Sun Voyager. The artist John Gunnar Aronson created the striking landmark. This is supposed to be representing a boat of dreams, the dream of freedom, hope, and undiscovered territories. The currency in Iceland is kronos, but US dollars and euros are accepted. Everyone in Iceland speaks English, although nothing is written in English. Here is the dining room of the hotel in which we were staying. and it was pretty nice, and the food was pretty good. I enjoyed the candlelight, unheard of in the US. We had Icelandic lamb, which I find is a very important herd in Iceland. It provides both food and the warmth from the wool. My favorite part of the hotel was the spa. I don't think the picture does it justice, but it was really nice warm water and very soothing, and they also had a hot tub outside. So mind you, it was cold, but you got to have that experience of sitting in warm water while your head was cold, which is similar, I guess, to the Blue Lagoon, but mine was included. It's 10 a.m. in Iceland, and I'm trying to take a picture of the landscape to give you a feeling of what it's like, but I can't capture it in film or photographs. It's kind of like Venice. I can tell you how beautiful the lighting is, but it just can't be captured in a picture. The air feels really pure and crisp. The water is really a very deep, deep blue, and the wind is what makes it really cold. But it is breathtaking. It is a landscape that I am not familiar with, and there are a lot of tourists. We are leaving Iceland, a Nordic island nation defined by its dramatic landscape of volcanoes, geysers, hot springs, and lava fields. Massive glaciers are protected, and there are national parks. Most of the population lives in the capital, which runs on geothermal power and is home to the National and Saga museums tracing Iceland's Viking history. At the airport, you still go to your plane that is on the airfield. Of course, now you have the luxury of a bus, but it's interesting. Please like, subscribe, and share.